Good morning, everybody. These are the Twilight Chronicles. That's what I'm noting on today, that this is what I'm going to call these videos. I'm going to take my daughter to work, call them the Twilight Chronicles. Do want to let you know, of course, you see the title is called Livin Life with the Barons. We have a new Facebook page, and that Facebook page was launched 2 days ago, I believe, 2 or 3 days ago, can't remember. And we have content
at the end of the street.
A lot of
turn
content.
right.
Right now we have about 9 videos out there right now that I've released. But they're about a whole lot more. I can't even name the number right now. What's in the in holding?
Turn right at the stop sign.
We've uploaded onto Facebook. There are like 25 altogether for right now, and we have a lot more content that we want to release from
in
past to
1/2 mile.
present.
Be
So
in either of the 2
when
right
you
lanes,
see,
then turn right
mind you, it's
on
5:33
South
in the
50th
morning.
Street.
When you see the videos, a lot of them are going to be old, a lot of them are going to be new. But I want to try to put them out in chronological order the best I can. I'm learning a lot when it comes to content creating. Marcy and I both learning a lot as far as the type of content to put out there. So our content is basically our lives, living in Florida.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Everything that's involved in our lives, with ministry and with dealing with the kids and grandkids and just I can't turn left right on red. And I mean everything that's involved, and it's all a part of that. So of course I have the ministry has its own Facebook page, not Facebook page, but YouTube page, the Flow Ministries YouTube page. So really need to push that as well. But I'm learning
3.5 miles. Turn left on Selman Expressway Toll West.
How to learn all the variables and things of that nature. How to do thumbnails. So it's a lot involved. When it comes to content creating. But that's what we're doing. But I wanted to do this live. We actually can convert our live to YouTube as well. But I wanted to do live, so you guys can know, that we do have a page. So if you don't know, now you know that we have a YouTube page. It's called Livin Life with the Barons, but it's LIVIN apostrophe life with THA Barons, BARONS. So and I'll put that in the comment section if you're interested in checking it out. I want you to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell button, notification button. You're gonna see a lot of stuff of what we do. A lot of times it's in the car, but we'd like to just share, Florida with you guys. Share Tampa Bay with you guys. Share coming to our lives. It's almost like a reality show. So, you guys can, intimately see what it's all about. What we're all about. Kimberly, who's that? No, that's Kat. That's my cousin. How you doing, Kat? Yeah, early in the morning, 5:30, dropping my baby girl off at work. I don't have to be at work until 10:30. So I'm going back home and I'm going to take a nap, like another couple of hours. Woo. So yeah, but I'm out. And it's I like taking this trip, taking Brielle to work because it's very scenic. We have I usually go over the Causeway, which is where the ships, the industrial ships port. And so, you know, we not the cruise ships, it's near the cruise ports, but we're talking about like the work ships, the shrimp boats and all that stuff, the imports, the exports, all that stuff. Where, I mean, I'm like to my left, you guys may see that, but to my left, that's where all the ports are. You know, I mean, we're right there at the bay. Brielle's job is like really across the street, the Coca-Cola. So, you know, and one day we're gonna video us going to the shrimp ports, so that we can actually buy some shrimp. I mean, this is actually where the shrimp boats come in and bring in fresh shrimp, and I'm about to pass it in a few, but it's pretty phenomenal. But a lot of people I know.
Turn
one
right on Sagasta
friend of mine,
Street, then take the first right.
He lives in North Carolina. We met through the Commission fan page. Commission is one of my favorite groups, and
turn right on 47th Street South.
Oh yes, please
then
do.
Take the first right.
We met through the Commission fan page, and the funny thing is, just side note, he's on the Commission Live CD that came out back in 2002, somewhere around there. And at the very end of the CD, somebody saying, "Love is the way, love is the way," because he wanted to sing them to sing "Love is the way." So, oh man, there ain't no love in here. So he's thinking about. I don't know if he's thinking about coming to Florida, but he's asking about Florida. And a lot of people have mixed reviews. But I want to show you the ports. Hold on. Flip it. So, oh man, this is. Probably see the boats. Oh, shucks. Let me just do this. Yeah, that's one of the boats. That's one of the ships. Work ships. And we're about to go over the bridge. I'm gonna show you where the shrimp boats are. The shrimp boats are right up here. Right over here, that's where the shrimp boats are. See some of the boats right there. That's the entrance. We're right there. We're gonna go there. We always keep saying we're gonna go there one day, and then go get us some fresh shrimp, fresh seafood. I think it's not just shrimp. And now we're gonna go over the bridge. That's downtown Tampa over there. Going over the bridge. So pretty over there. So pretty. There's water over there as well. That's why I call this the Twilight Chronicles, because it's twilight. It's not even daytime yet. But yeah, this is we're heading towards Ybor. Ybor City is its own little entity. Ybor City is pretty awesome. We're gonna go through Ybor City one day and then take you guys through Ybor City. Almost kind of like it reminds you of the French Quarter in New Orleans. Really interesting place. One place you don't want to go if you're into the wildlife. It's the wildlife at night on the weekends in Ybor City. I remember going through there one night, and you know, people body painted, naked, walking down the streets. It's crazy, but it's pretty nice during the daytime. You know, they have jazz clubs and all that stuff. It's got the music and all that crazy stuff, and it's just pretty. It's a pretty interesting culture. And movie theaters, the comedy club. What's the name of the comedy? One of the main comedy clubs is there. All the big time comics come through there. But yeah, see all this industrial area. That's Ybor. That's Port Ybor right there. But yeah, you know, I wanted to hold on. Put this back. Well, no, I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm not gonna let it distract me. But yeah, Tampa's a pretty nice place. A lot of people, like I said, my friend Michael, he was like, you know, he lives in New York, so he was like, he wanted to ask about Florida. Now, you know, I said, look, you know, I've been in Florida for 4.5 years, going on 5 years. 5 years. Can you believe it? And, you know, I mentioned that it's only 2 seasons, summer and spring. And Not only that, it is during the summer it's hot. Also during the summer it rains almost every day. And did I say it's hot? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said it's hot. Let's see, and then of course you got, you know, the hurricane season, and you know, have to deal with hurricane season and all that good stuff. And you know, it's just things you got to deal with. But I mean, in Tampa, and you know, thank God that we haven't had it, and proclaim that we haven't had any major hurricanes come through. It always bypasses us, and you know, I hate that it happens. And you know, bless those that are in the area of the Panhandle and up in the New Orleans and the Louisiana area, what have you. So it's touched us a couple of times or what have you, but no major damage. And you know, but we just thank God. It's a beautiful city. Let's see, the car insurance is high, depends on where you are, especially in Tampa. Tampa car insurance is high. What else? The Tampa rents are ridiculous, and I think it's the highest in any state, you know, compared to any state. And Ybor, we're in Ybor, y'all. It's Ybor City. See how the lights? Yeah, Ybor City is pretty interesting place. And I'm not going down the main strip because I'm just going to the house. I'm going home. But you know, got cobblestone. There's one street that's just full of cobblestone. But there's this place called Columbia Restaurant. I'm gonna drive by it. This is like a staple right here of Ybor City. Columbia Restaurant, and it's Cuban, a strong Cuban history here in Ybor City. If you will ever watch Boardwalk Empire, it's the history of Bucky. I forgot his last name. A well-known mafia boss who had a lot of ties here in Ybor, and Ybor has a big history of the mafia as well. So, but yeah, we're leaving Ybor now. But I just went through Ybor, and you know, not going, you know, in the strip of Ybor. We'll take you through there one day. But yeah, there's a lot of strong, you know, strong cultural history in Ybor. Really nice place. Yeah, I told him, I said, yeah, you know, if you can deal with the heat and you know, the rain and the high rents, you know, people have been displaced because of these high rents and everything. And if you can deal with that, you know, you'll love it here. I mean, you got the beaches. If you like the ocean, you got access to all of that, and a lot of outlets. I mean, stuff for kids. And when it comes to jobs, you know, it's a good place to be. You know, you easily get a job here. When we moved here back in January 2018, I had an insurance license. So this is like the baby boomer capital, because it's where everybody's retiring. You know, got snowbirds come here, living here during the winter from up north. So, you know, people, older people, retirees, they come here, seniors, you know, 55 plus. This is their spot. So when it comes to Medicare, this is the place.
Turn left on East Mallory Avenue, then take the first left.
This is East Tampa. You know, East Tampa is, you know, mainly where, you know, our people are, live. And it has a lot of history too, here in East Tampa. And, you know, I'm so sorry. Again, Twilight Chronicles. That's why this is duly noted. But yeah, this is East Tampa. But I mean, you know, and the population, you know, with African Americans and Latinos kind of go hand in hand. I haven't looked at the stats lately, but there's a stronger get out the middle of the street while you're in the middle of the street. I tell you, mental health is something else. He's just hanging out in the middle of the street. So yeah, St. Pete, they have a higher population of African Americans there. But I'll actually talk about the statistics there as far as, you know, the median income and all that good stuff, you know, so you'll know. But I mean, there are jobs that do pay well. You know, my job pays well, you know, again, cause, you know, I had an insurance license, came over here where I was able to transfer my North Carolina insurance to Florida. And that was a blessing because when I came here in the job where I was working, I was thinking I had to take the test all over again. So I was in a class to prepare myself for the state license. And then I kept probing. I kept asking the teacher. I'm like, you know, I forgot her name. Michelle, you know, can I transfer my license from North Carolina to Florida? She said, no, you can't. Got to take the test and everything. So there's one lady who was a director from another state for the company, HB1. And then she came and visited. And I asked her, I'm like, I forgot her name, but I said, I have a question. I already have a license in North Carolina. And I know there are some places where licenses can be transferable. Am I able to transfer my license? She checked that for me because, mind you, it was Thursday. I think that Monday, I had to take my test. And so she was like, let me check that for you. Came back Friday. She was like, Mr. Barron, just want to let you know they're able to transfer your license. You know, I praise God. I said, thank you, Jesus.
Turn left at the traffic
that license
light.
would not the license, but the test in Florida is no joke. So I was able to bypass taking the test. But that if you have an insurance license, is gold for people that have that license. You want to, you know, utilize that and keep that and use it and apply it for whatever job that's available to you. Come on now. That license has been a blessing. You know, I remember when I first started selling insurance, I got the license through Blue Cross Blue Shield when I was there as an agent rep, and, you know, helping agents who sold Blue Cross Blue Shield, kind of an agent like me, you know, where I would call Blue Cross Blue Shield, ask about, you know, a certain person that I've enrolled and stuff like that. I'll be the one to nut in. So they told us that, you know, being that we're helping agents, we need to be licensed, you know, as agents so we can help agents, you know, for whatever situation they need. So I got that license for free. They paid for it. And then, you know, I had the opportunity to sell life insurance. So I came to me, Peter Ely, if you hear this, you know, he was the one to introduce me to selling insurance independently. I didn't know if it was a conflict of interest, but I was like, I mean, we don't sell life, so, you know, I started selling life. I was like 2014. Well, I can't remember the name of that life insurance I sold. It started with an E, but sold them, and then had the opportunity. My wife started getting into it. Marcy started getting into it with this company that my brother Martin Ross, he told Marcy about this company called Lincoln Heritage. I wasn't trying to get, you know, nobody else, whatever, and be grounded just to selling one insurance. But I was dropping Marcy off one of their meetings because Marcy didn't have a license yet, and then I sat at the meetings and I was intrigued by the main guy who's over it. I can't remember, he was regional director or something like that, regional manager. And I was like, oh, I'm liking this. So that day, I decided to go with Lincoln Heritage and start selling for them.
Turn right.
So for them, and he told me, he said, look, do this part-time.
On the left.
And if at one point you're starting to see that you're making more money than you are your job, then, come do it full-time. And I started seeing it. And I was like, yo, I am making more money than I am at my job. And so I left, Marcia and I both left Blue Cross Blue Shield in 2015, June 2015. We took our pension and we jetted. But being an independent agent is not easy at all. That thing ain't easy. You talking about sometimes, and then sometimes like, so, it ain't easy. And, it had its ups and downs. Some days you make some really good money. I mean, talking about like $300 for an application, which is phenomenal. And some days you're not. You're knocking on doors all day. You're not, helping anybody, And we called it a community enrollment. So, I was just like, I hustled. Ooh, Marcia didn't like the hustle.
Right at the traffic light.
Because sometimes money would come in, sometimes money didn't come in. And so, I'm going on the highway. And so she was like, ooh, this thing ain't working. There were times I would go out of town, like the Greensboro, from Durham to Greensboro, for an appointment. Knock on the door. That nobody's there. So our mantra was that if you go to an appointment and nobody's there, knock on 10 doors. And, somebody will answer and do a community enrollment and talk to somebody about life insurance. That's the job of an insurance agent. And, sometimes there'll be success, sometimes not. Eventually we moved here, and it was only supposed to be temporary, we moved here. It was dual. For one thing, things weren't doing too well, with the insurance business. So it wasn't hard to pick up and go. And my mother, she just had lung cancer surgery, and she's taking care of her mother, my grandmother, and that was kind of rough because she's recuperating from lung cancer surgery and still at the same time trying to take care of my grandmother. So it was perfect for us to come down here to help my mom. And we were only going to be here for 3 months because I had an opportunity, to come back to North Carolina and do this job called an enroller job, and they pay very, very well. But I got here, kind of liked it here, and hence 4.5 years later, almost 5 years later, we're still here because I saw the opportunities. And when I first started trying to look for jobs, and I hope I'm not blocking the microphone. When I started looking for jobs, man, I'm trying to tell you, Marcia didn't like. She's like, well, you're not doing insurance. Like, really, Marcia? Like, you already had enough where you struggle. And she was like, she even doubted, she even doubted that I doubted my selling ability, my enrolling ability, helping people, whatever, getting them enrolled in plans. So I was like, okay, look, and she was almost kind of like, no, we're not doing this. I'm like, look, give me a year, and I'll show you what I can do. And very reluctant. So when I took the job as an insurance, there was another job that was just a straight salary, $35,000 or $40,000, whatever, So it was like, it would be better just to take, that type of salary. And said, no, I want potential. The potential not going to put food on the table. So, okay, I'm going to show you the potential. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to show you. So the first year, I'm brand new to selling Medicare. Did okay. That second year, I mean, although the company didn't pay that well, what I sold, I was a pretty good, good agent. in that company, like 180 policies for that just for that annual enrollment period between October 15th and December 7th. She was like, okay, I see. And then I went to another company, and this is irony. Went to another company, and when I got to the other company, it was call it Elite. I'll just call it Elite. And they sold nothing but Medicare supplements. Medicare Advantage plans were, kind of a side thing. We'll send it to the underwriters for them to sell. And within my 90 days, I got fired because I didn't sell on the pace they wanted to sell. It was one of those high pressure sales companies where the CEO was pretty rugged and didn't treat the agents that were pressing to do like the high sales the top sales guys in that company. It was a smaller company, and so he'll call you out in the meetings and everything, which a lot of us didn't like. So my supervisor, who I was really cool with, he pulled me to the office one day, said Walter, just want to let you know, they call me Walter here because you got to go by our first names, selling Medicare. I'll let you know that because of the pace that you're going. I said, I'm like, the pace I'm going, I'm actually selling more policies. He said, because of the pace you're going, we have to let you go. I'm like, wow. I stayed in touch with him. To this very day, he watches my my videos, the evening of the spoken word. So I went from there. Then I already had a chance to work at this company called Total Insurance Brokers, and so, but I liked this place, Elite, and I was like, but I got fired from there, so I immediately called one of the recruiters at Total and said, is that position still open? Because I had to wait 3 months, for my license to be released. And 3 months had passed because I worked at Elite for 90 days. And she said, yes, we gladly will accept you. So I, got the job, came in August 10th, 2020 was my first day. My first annual election period was the most money I ever made. I was like, whoa. Made very, very good money. Second year, didn't make as much because they didn't pay as much. The comp plan wasn't as much. But I made more sales, but still very good money. It pays more if you're a good agent. You can make more than the average supervisor. Let's supervise as a top selling team. So, had the opportunity to become supervisor, didn't get a position, but I sold more than the average supervisor. So I was like, okay. And so, just come to show you, I told Marcia, proved her, look, I was able to do it. And she's happy. She's like, yeah, you do good. You're like, more than I expected. See, and I never said I told you so, but look, I told you so. So God is blessed when it came to employment here. So looking at ministry is what I came for.
Turn right
looking to go full time in ministry. So that's what we're doing. I want to be full time in my career, and getting residuals, so I don't have to clock in, to a 9 to 5. Have to take breaks when I have to take the breaks, and the lunches when I have to take the lunches. Clock in and clock out. Working on their time. Although the money's pretty good, it's not worth what I'm trying to do, because it's honestly doing the flow. There have been some weeks that I missed because of my schedule, and I've been doing the flow consistently every Tuesday at 7 o'clock from April 2020 up until the past few months. And it's been kind of rocky, and I'm like, Lord, forgive me. It was a rough schedule. I can't even do 7 o'clock on Tuesdays anymore. Sometimes it gets to the point it gets so late that I miss it. Try to postpone it for later on, but I missed that whole week. So, y'all pray that God moves in a way that, the blessings that we are expecting are overwhelmingly exponential to the point we didn't expect. Or we can do the things we want to do. We can do the outreach we want to do. We can open up the nonprofit that we're trying to do and do things for the underprivileged and, all the things we've been trying to do. We've been, the vision that God gave me here that we can do, So y'all pray. Let's see what everybody coming to visit. Oh, wow. Frank Miller, what's up, man? How you doing? And I said, I have faith. Yes, thank you. I definitely will. God, I believe it. I accept it and receive it because we're here to do a work. We're going to do that work and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Continue to pray. We're looking to buy a house. That's what we want to do. And so pray that door opens up. Find something low interest rate and the whole nine, So yeah, so that's this is the Twilight Chronicles. As you can see, it's still dark out here. Still dark. I'm going back home and take me a nap. But yeah, so came here, got something great, got hit a couple of bumps on the way, but God is still good. God is still providing, and thank God for my parents, being there for us, the whole nine. Looking forward to another successful annual election period in October, so we save up to do some things that we need to do. We got a story to tell. Can't wait to tell that story. Boy, I tell you. But yeah, so y'all pray for us, that some more doors open and wide open, but we're looking forward to those things. And, can't wait to God redeems the time, because he said he's going to redeem the time. I can't wait. And God will do it, yes. So thank God for you coming on my journey this morning for these Twilight Chronicles. I'm gonna go back home and go to bed for another couple of hours. Because I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. Brother tired. I'm trying to tell you. I'm actually not tired. I got about close to 6 hours of sleep. Just want another maybe an hour or something like that. And then but yeah. But all is well. Thank you for coming on us. But now again, go to YouTube and subscribe to Livin Life with the Barons. This is gonna go on that YouTube, Livin Life with the Barons. And we won't disappoint you. You'll see things from Marcy, you'll see things from me, you'll see things with the grandkids, and then Marcy and us together on the ride and chill. That's when we're in the car together. And these, when I take Brielle to work in the morning, called the Twilight Chronicles, and then we're gonna have a little theme song and the whole nine. We're getting this thing together. I told you, we've gone through some training in regards to, doing being content creators. So Livin Life with the Barons. That's Livin, Livin apostrophe life with THA Barons, BARONS. Check us out. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and the whole nine. Love for you to be a part of our journey. All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful and great and blessed and fantastic day. And like Marsha was saying, awesomest day on purpose. Love you guys. If nobody else has told you they love you today, I want to let you know that I do. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, there's nothing you can do about it. Love you guys. Talk to you again. And Cap, thanks for coming on and being on this journey this morning. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye. Almost at the house. Almost there. Almost at the house. All right, y'all. About to go to Chick-fil-A. Yeah. All right. Have a good day. Have a great day, Kat. Give Aunt Sarah my love. All right. Have a good day.